heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag, young Cruiser King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn.
It's a loss of 2. That brings up 3rd and 4.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now it's Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Following the interception. Cousins. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
He was defended by Trayvon Merritt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. On 2nd down, Cousins again. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And got his man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll throw again. Cousins. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy check downs. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
4th down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 on the way to the 3.
That's another Vikings first down. First and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, ran through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson throw left side complete. That's Andrews. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. It's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Camaro. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. It's a close game here early on. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Back to the ground. It's Camaro. And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Here's Camaro trying to run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for Baltimore. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2nd down, and it's Camaro again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding it at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Ross, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mike Evans as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Jackson's throws on target to Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Cousins gives way to Cook. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Cousins to throw it. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Reagor, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They run. It's Kamara. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
It's a gain of 2. That's enough.
Kamara will get down close to the goal line, but not in. And as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. Pick up a 2.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run it again with Cook. Gets past one man. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Just 1 more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way. And for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Weaving through traffic. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. first and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore! Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Rager. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Marcus Williams from a safety spot making a nice play. On play action, Cousins. Open right side, complete to Rager. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 70 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Again, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 27-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will have the Vikings 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Throwing here, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Cousins. Touchdown. Jalen Rager with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 21 yards away. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Their clock management 101.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Left side, Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along